So critical appraisal. First, what do you think that was the biggest problem under GST? According to you? There are small things. People are not worried about this. चल रहा है पेट्रोल 80 90 100 हम तो भराएंगे. Too many slabs. It means multiple rate is the most important problem. Obviously this is a problem, but if we think about the most important is the multiple rates. There are 7 rates, like 4 in the slabs plus 3 in the composite scheme. 7 rates plus exempted category plus 28% plus some cess. And you know that there are different rates for different commodities. Like if you buy rice, packed rice and open rice. If you buy a packed rice from Ondor or any other supermarket, you have to pay 5% GST. If you buy open rice, आपने देखो ना पॉली बैग में पेपर लगा के दे देते हैं किराने की शॉप्स पे, then that rice is exempted from GST. Same rice. Why there is difference? That's the main problem, multiple rates. So you're right. The most important problem under GST is the prevalence of multiple rates. Is the prevalence of multiple rates. That is around 7 plus compensation cess. Around 7 plus compensation cess. Okay, done. Next point is related to this only, right? India's GST is having irrational rate structure. India's GST is having irrational rate structure. Irrational rate structure. That is goods of the same category. Goods of the same category are attracting different rates. Such as before November 2017. Before November 2017. 12% on non-AC restaurant and 18% on AC restaurants. Comma 5% on packed rice. 5% on packed rice. 0% on open rice. So there are a number of examples you can quote, but these two are prominent. What do you think next one?
So the whole GST system is technology driven, and most of the small businessmen are not so technology savvy, so they find it difficult to manage their.
Obviously, suppose we are small traders. What small traders did, when I was doing a research, I found that there is some open market. Like open market for clothes. दिल्ली में देखा होगा आपने, जैसे करोल बाग में जो मार्केट लगता है, that is open market. So suppose these are traders, small traders. Suppose we all are small traders. We cannot afford a computer system or a person sitting, because in GST you have to file monthly return. Monthly return. It means we require a full-time person. If we cannot afford what these people did, that they have hired one particular person with purchasing with one computer system among 10 or 15 traders, etc. So that is the main thing. So that actually increases the cost of filing GST return, because GST initially we will see that GST contributes in the inflation. In the next point we'll write that. लिखेंगे अभी। बताओ और कोई क्रिटिसिज्म आपके दिमाग में हो जो, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट व्हाट इज बैड इन जीएसटी? आप लोग नींद आ रही है मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है, इसलिए आई एम मेकिंग दिस क्लास इंटरेक्टिव। हाँ ठीक है, वो भी है। और कोई दिखाऊंगा वो भी। एनी अदर प्रॉब्लम? आपको अच्छा लग रहा है जीएसटी? यू डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम? exempted goods obviously, yes, this is also. Any other? So if you paid the fees here, how much percentage of GST you paid in the fees? 18%. And this is a which type of industry? Which sector comes in? Service sector. It means all the services are charged at 18%. And do you know that services contributes around 60% to India's GDP? So if you see the data, if you think that I think August 2014, maybe this is the first time this government presented the budget, August after election. At that time, service tax was 12.36%. In November 2015, they have increased. It was before, actually during UPA it was 12.36%, but when they come, this government came and they increased the service tax to 14%, inclusive of all the cesses. So actually previously 12% was the service tax and 0.12 and 0.24 was educational cess. This is for primary education, this is for secondary education. But this government came into the picture and announced that 14% flat is the service tax including all cess. In November 2015, they have added 0.5 and 0.5% of Swachh Bharat cess and Krishi Kalyan cess, and now services charged at 15%. July 2017, under GST, services charged at 18%. See, in these 3 years, almost 50% increase in the service tax. And if you draw a GDP contribution, this is your industry, this is your agriculture, and this is your services. So if you charge 18% on the sector which contributes around 60% to GDP, obviously it will create inflation in the economy. That is why आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना, because I was saying that after the implementation of GST according to Kelkar task force, prices will come down. Is it happening? No, just because of this. Actually, there is high inflation. Now, what is the evidence? If you see the data of July, August, September 2017, CPI data, which government follows, means RBI follows. If you see that data, there was high on inflation. If you see the data of June 2017, the inflation rate was 1.78%. It means below the lower limit of Monetary Policy Committee. Getting my point? अच्छा, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी? अभी न्यूज़ में बहुत चल रहा था, कुछ डाउट है उसमें आपको? विल डिस्कस दैट। लास्ट क्लास आई मेड फॉर दीज टाइप ऑफ डिस्कशन लाइक ILFS and this debate between Ministry of Finance and RBI, etc. So at the last, what will be my last class? Maybe 29th or 30th class. This is my 16th class. Okay, we'll discuss these things. ठीक है, समझ में आया?
Sir, not 29th class. I think you should take at the last class of this session only, so that
उसमें प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा बहुत. I have to cover agriculture as well. Agriculture is very important before a PT test as well. अभी पढ़ना है, I'll teach you extra, but class time will not waste. एक्स्ट्रा में आपको समझना हो, मैं दोबारा समझा दूंगा, कोई इशू नहीं है, ठीक है? कोशिश कर लेंगे क्योंकि पहले एग्रीकल्चर कराना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ठीक हो गया, डन, ये लिख लिया आपने. So this is, it means the services has increased by almost 50% in these 3 years. So obviously it will create some kind of inflation. So you write the rate structure under GST. The rate structure under GST causes inflation. The rate structure under GST causes inflation because under GST services charged at 18%, services charged at 18%, full stop. Services contributes around 60% to India's GDP. Services contributes around 60% to India's GDP. So after the implementation of GST, India experienced hike in the inflation. Hike in the inflation. Done?
So, but if this was so, then how we were not able to collect this higher revenue? Like only in the October month we are able to collect more than 1 lakh crore rupees as a tax revenue. But in the past whole year we were not able to collect
around 80,000 crore, 85,000, 95. Much less.
Where they will have to compensate by the central government. So if this was the condition as you will be the third one,
no, I'll tell you. You understand the word tax compliance? Like suppose, for example, there is one concept in economics known as a Laffer curve. There's a core concept of economics, but sometimes UPSC can ask. So Laffer curve is the relationship between tax rate and tax revenue. Getting a point? So this is your, here on the vertical axis we will take tax rate, tax revenue, and on the horizontal axis we'll take tax rate. This is your tax revenue and this is your tax rate. There's one economist known as Arthur Laffer. He gave this particular concept. According to this person, there's one point, that is what we call optimum point. If you increase the tax rate beyond this point, your tax revenue will fall. This dotted line shows this. This dotted line shows that this is your optimum revenue. This optimum revenue means if you increase the tax, suppose for example, we'll take the simple example of income tax. Do you know that the highest slab of income tax is 30%, irrespective of surcharge, etc.? We can in simple 30%. If suppose the highest slab government increases to 50%, it means you will earn 1 crore rupees, 50 lakh will go to Arun Jaitley. Getting my point? So here 50 lakh. So आपको दुख ज़्यादा वो 50 लाख का होगा जो मिले उसका नहीं. So if you win some amount in KBC, 30% will be the tax. तो 1 करोड़ जीता है तो 70 लाख की खुशी से ज़्यादा 30 लाख का गम होता है. So it means if suppose this tax rate government increases to 60%, tax rate is going up. It means there is less incentive to earn more. So according to Laffer, if you tax 100%, then no one will earn. What is the benefit to earn money if you have to give 100% income? So as your tax rate goes down, tax compliance increases. People will pay tax because the opportunity cost of not paying tax is high in comparison. 50% है, ठीक है, आपने मान लो you are able to evade 3 years these tax, 50-50-50. If your monthly income is yearly income is 1 crore rupees, it means in these 3 years you are able to save 1.5 crore, 50 lakh. समझ में आ रहा है? नहीं आ रहा? Suppose your yearly income is 1 CR. Your tax rate is 50%. Suppose this time you have evaded this tax whole 50% next year as well as the third year. So total amount 1.5 CR you are able to save. If suppose 4th year tax authority will catch you and imposes a penalty of 1 crore rupees. Obviously you are still in benefit. So here the opportunity cost to evade tax is obviously high. अगर आप पकड़े भी गए तो फाइन दे दिया. But if suppose this tax rate is 5%, 5%. 5% of 1 CR is 5 lakh rupees. So here you are able to evade only 15 lakh rupees. But in the 4th year, government will catch you. Penalty will be 1 crore rupees. Then here opportunity cost of evading tax is high because you have to pay 85 lakh rupees extra. Getting up? So this is what, whenever the rate of tax goes down, like at any point, suppose this is 50, this is 25 and this is 75. So as and when government increases tax, you know that there's a steep slope of this curve from 0 to 25. But in comparison to 25 to 50, curve started increasing at a decreasing rate. Getting my point? Here till this 75 point, curve is decreasing but at a slower pace. But here lot more steepness. समझ में आ रहा है? So according to Arthur Laffer, if you increase the tax rate but beyond a limit, you will experience fall in the revenue. If you see the data of a restaurant, at 18%, 12%, government was able to earn less GST amount revenue. But by moving towards composite scheme, there's increase in the tax revenue. 5% है, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Formal sources का income बढ़ गया, बैंक में mobilization है, cash का benefit, सब खत्म कर दिया. Getting my point? This is the name of Laffer curve. This is a curve given by Arthur Laffer. तो लिख सकते हो, एक लाइन में लिख लो. Laffer curve shows the relationship between tax rate and tax revenue. Laffer curve shows the relationship between tax rate and tax revenue. This concept was given by an economist. This concept was given by an economist, Arthur Laffer. Arthur Laffer. ठीक है, if you want to draw this diagram, you can draw. ठीक है, अब आपने पूछा था तो समझा दिया. Otherwise, this is a topic of economics optional. और 5% पे हुआ तो
सर लेकिन फिर भी इन्फ्लेशन क्यों होगा जब
धीरे धीरे सेटल होगा ना? बिकॉज दिस इज द फर्स्ट प्री कंडीशन इन जीएसटी. इफ यू इम्प्लीमेंट जीएसटी फॉर द फर्स्ट 5 years, देयर विल बी more hiccups, but whenever you will settle with the GST, like you can understand that now people are settling with GST. Government is also settling. गवर्नमेंट के लिए भी नया है ना, आज तक इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया. तो आप ये चीज सोचो ना, now government is reducing the tax rate. There are rate structure, 4 slabs, Government is putting now more commodities from 28 to 18, 18 to 12, and 12 to 5, 5 to 0. यही कर रही है ना government. In the recent GST Council meeting last year, government around 200 items, they have shifted from higher slab to lower slab. So government is also reforming GST. Government want RNR. Always remember, revenue neutral rate. I want this much amount, whatever will be the rate. Government want this much from income tax or direct tax. So if income tax is paid by 4% of the population or 6%, they don't care about. They want this much of revenue because this is the expenditure of the government. 9.6 lakh crore on same is around direct taxes. So around 20 lakh crore you are having. In that 20 lakh crore, 5.45 lakh crore is your fiscal deficit. So around 25 lakh crore you require to fund the government expenditure. Your budget is around 21.9 lakh crore. So 4 lakh crore is for other expenditure for maintenance etc. So हो गया budget ही. These are actual figures. Government give these figures. ठीक है. बढ़े आगे, बहुत सारा है क्योंकि GST बहुत है अभी तो. I was expecting that we'll finish the tax today, but don't worry, we'll go on a slow pace, no issue. समझ में आ रहा है ना आपको? The main purpose is it will settle in your mind. But GST is an important topic. कैसे भी कभी भी they can ask. Because in 2017, people were expecting in preliminary 2018 that the question on GST will come. No. This year is the highest probability that the question on GST will come. So that is why I am covering extensively. कुछ भी छोड़ना नहीं चाहता हूँ. But you have to always work on this particular topics. जो क्लास में पढ़ाया जा रहा है उसको आपको प्लीज़ एक्स्ट्रा करना ही करना है. न्यूज़पेपर से. Extra means just you have to put extra things from newspaper. There's a monetary policy committee. You know that one country abolished monetary policy committee. Newspaper में आया था. Which country? This country gave the concept of monetary policy committee for the first time. And recently, around 1 month back, they abolished monetary policy committee. This country is known as New Zealand. ना मैं आप याद होगा आप मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी का मैंने आपके साथ बहुत अच्छे से डिस्कशन किया. मैं आपको बोला था कि इट मे बी डेट्रीमेंटल, सो रिजल्ट्स आर कमिंग. वो मैंने उस वक्त जो आपको बोला था, दिस इज द प्रूफ. न्यूजीलैंड अबॉलिश्ड मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी. योर सेंट्रल बैंक शुड बी इंडिपेंडेंट इफ यू वांट इकोनॉमी टू बी स्टेबलाइज. रघुराम राजन ने कहा था ना, इफ गवर्नमेंट इज द ड्राइवर, आरबीआई इज द सीट बेल्ट. So RBI provides cushion, protection. At the just prior the election year, it is very, very important to remain firm for the perspective of consumers or the perspective of economy. So after the class, I'll explain few things also. ठीक है, regarding RBI. ये हो गया. Next point you write. Anti-profiteering clause is considered as the direct intervention in the working of free market economy. According to industrialists, this can create authoritarian and inspector Raj regime. Back in the economy. Full stop. This may have disastrous effect on India's flagship program. Yes, which program? India's flagship program, Make in India. डू यू नो दैट फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम और ये सारे टर्म्स जो होते हैं, हैव एनी आइडिया? आपकी जो बुकलेट है ना, उसका लास्ट जो चैप्टर है गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स, मैंने जो बनाया है, जो आपको बुकलेट पे लगा ना इंडियन इकोनॉमी, उसका लास्ट चैप्टर है. ऑन द फर्स्ट पेज आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड what is central sector scheme, what is centrally sponsored scheme, and these terms, what a flagship scheme, etc. ठीक है. फ्लैगशिप स्कीम सिंपल होती है, हर जगह जाके उसकी ब्रांडिंग करनी है अपन को. ठीक है. सो इंडियाज फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम इज मेक इन इंडिया. हो गया. Do you know what is authoritarian regime and what is Inspector Raj? So before economic reforms of 1991, there was a lot of government intervention in the working of the economy. License Raj, it means in order to do business, you have to attain the license from the different ministries, departments, state governments, etc.
Stake of the government is high.
ठीक है. Okay. Next point, next criticism. Under GST, government subsumed all the cess and surcharges. Government subsumed all the cess and surcharges. Just below cess you write 23 and just below surcharge you write 17. हाँ, 17. So right. But again. Under GST, cess was reintroduced. Cess was reintroduced. That defeated the purpose of simplification of tax structure. That defeated the purpose of simplification of tax structure.